I received a box from eBay. From what the seller told me, it's supposed to carry supernatural entities. But I didn't believe in none of that stuff. I wanted the box because it looked nice. And I wanted the box so I can store collectible items inside of it. It was a pretty big box. But I should have taken heed to the seller's warning and not opened the box. Because when I did, I let something out. Something very sinister. But at the time, I didn't notice. And I just stored all my collectible items inside this box. Now, after I got done, I put the box up in the attic. I moved it into the corner. A couple of days later, that's when I started to experience strange phenomenons in my house. On 3 occasions during the short month I kept the box. The first time I experienced something, I was downstairs making my dinner. And I stopped what I was doing because I heard movement in my attic. It sounded like someone was walking around moving things. Also, I want to clarify something. I live by myself. No one lives with me. So, when I heard all of the commotion upstairs in the attic, I slowly walked it upstairs. And when I got upstairs, I pulled the attic down. And I slowly went up into the attic. I cut on the light and I was in shock. It looked like a tornado rampaged in my attic. Stuff was flipped and tossed everywhere. My second experience happened when I was getting up early in the morning, getting ready for work. While I was brushing my teeth, I heard a noise coming up the stairs. It sounded like giant footsteps, and they kept on going up and down the stairs, back and forth, what felt like 10 minutes. I was hesitant to go and check it out because I was starting to get scared. But I built up enough courage and I opened up the bathroom door and I stared out at the stairway. And what I saw almost made me shit my pants. There, looking back at me, was a goat-like creature. It looked like a human goat-like creature, or a humanoid goat-like creature. I don't know, I couldn't really explain it, but it looked like a goat. It must have noticed me staring at it because it disappeared very quickly. The hairs on my body stood up and it felt like I was inside of a freezer. Chills was running down my body. I slowly made my way towards the stairway and I didn't see anything. But that experience left me shaken up. So I went back into the bathroom and finished brushing my teeth. After I got done brushing my teeth, I hopped in the shower. As I was showering, I heard something that sounded like heavy breath. But it didn't sound like it was coming from a human. But I quickly pulled back the shower curtain, but I didn't see anything. And I went back to showering. After I turned off the shower, I stepped out of the shower to dry off. As I was drying off, I felt something wet and slimy dripped on my back. It dripped on my back about 3 times. I stood still for a moment and I had the urge to look up. When I looked up in the ceiling, I saw that same goat-like creature on top of the ceiling. Before I had time to react, the creature growled and jumped on top of me. I let out a quick yelp before smashing my head on the bathroom counter. The last thing I remember was blacking out. When I woke up, I had a nasty cut on my head. I looked at the time, and only about 15 minutes had passed, so I was guessing I was out for 15 minutes. I knew I wasn't going to make it to work, so I called out. I didn't see that creature anywhere, so I was assuming that it was gone. But I was shaken up by it. The last experience I had, and the final one happened a couple of days after the second experience in the bathroom. I was sleeping, and it was around 3:00 a.m. All of a sudden, I jerked out of my bed. I don't know why, but I felt uneased. It felt like someone else was in my room. It felt like there was a dark presence, an unnatural presence in my room. I looked around, and I didn't see nothing at first. Then I heard that same demonic growl. And I looked around again, and I saw bright orange eyes glowing, staring at me. Then I heard this creature get down on all fours and start crawling on the floor, making its way up to my bed. I was struck with fear. I couldn't even move. I was frozen. The creature made its way close to me on top of my bed, closer and closer until it got to my face. I can feel its hot breath on me. Then it let out a horrifying growl. This time I built up enough courage to yell. And after that, the creature disappeared. But I was already shaken up to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. So the next morning, I got that box and I sold it on eBay. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't I just throw the box out? Well, I tried that, but every time I would throw the box out, somehow it would reappear in my house. So I decided to sell it on eBay with the same warning I got when I bought it. I didn't really believe in the paranormal or the supernatural, but after this experience, I certainly did now. Luckily, someone bought the box, so I shipped it out. After that, I got a priest to bless my house. Since then, I haven't experienced anything weird or strange, but I'm very careful now. I just pray the new owner who gets this box takes heed to the warning I sent to them. The person who got the box was somebody who went by the name of Lorraine Warren.